Hello everybody, back here again for Idiot's Guide to Working Out, and today was my third day of my half marathon training. And first day it had me running 5 miles with a mile warm up, 3 mile run, and a mile cool down. Second day it had me running 2 miles at a slow pace, which I guess technically third day was a rest day, and then today was my long run day, which they had me out for 8 miles, and they wanted a steady pace of 11:22, which I was not really a big fan of, because I'm not a big fan of the slower run. I prefer to run faster and then walk and then run and then walk, and I decided I was going to go ahead and just stick with the program like I said I was going to. And I did it on treadmill, which some people say is cheating, whatever, but to each your own. Figured out it was going to take me about an hour and 35, hour and 40 minutes, something like that, to get through it. And the treadmill, longest it'll set for is an hour, so I went ahead and I set it up for the full hour. Took off at 5.2 mile an hour like it said it's supposed to be. And I basically had it on a rolling hill, so it was rotating between 1% incline and I think 4.5% incline up and down to get more of a realistic outdoor type feel. So my speed obviously would change, because at 4.5% incline on the treadmill, it's a way faster pace, but I don't have that chart and I don't know how long it was there and all that good crap. So I went ahead and I got to the 5 mile mark, which was, I don't know, 57 minutes later or whatever the heck it was. And I realized I need to reset the treadmill in an hour anyway. It would be easier, so I was going for miles, not time. It'd be easier to go ahead and reset the treadmill then. So I reset the treadmill, and while I was resetting, I realized I was running out of paper towels to wipe sweat off my face. I did go ahead and run over and grab a couple more paper towels to help keep the sweat off my eyes and off my glasses. So technically, I was down for, I'm going to guess, about 35 to 45 seconds is how long the treadmill was down. So in this 8 mile run, there was 35, 45 seconds that I wasn't running, and I was moving, so I had to go over and get paper towels and all that crap. Part of it was because the treadmill only goes to a certain distance, and part of it was because I needed more paper towels. So definitely, if you want to call me a cheater that way, you're welcome to. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing this shit for me. Got back over. When I reset the machine back up, I set it for a full hour again, just in case. I don't know. That was quicker to get to than worry about the exact times. I also bumped up the speed a little bit to the 5.3 instead of the 5.2, just because I felt like I could. I also was not stopping every hour. I wasn't rushing at all. It was just straight run the whole time. The only thing I was getting rushed is when it was inclining and declining. Excuse me. Anyway, it'd feel like a rest when it was declining, because it was, back to more of a smooth 1% incline, which definitely felt a lot better than the 4.5% in that. But I was actually running the whole time. I also kind of decided I was going to only take a drink of water, which was a small drink, not a big drink at all, very small drink. And I was going to do that every mile marker. So every mile I would take a drink of water and then swish around my mouth real good, and that's the only water I drank the whole time. So I only had 8 drinks of water throughout the whole 8 mile run, trying to get my body convinced I don't need as much water. They say it's better for your body not to be taking in quite so much water, lest I get some cramps and that kind of good stuff. So figured I'd go ahead and give that a try and kind of start working on some of that training also. So at the end, I got down, I had a quarter mile left, and decided to bump up the speed. And I bumped it up to like 7.5 mile an hour and took off running, felt pretty good. Hit 8 mile an hour, felt good. Hit 8.5, felt good. Hit 9, I felt great. And I was like, just literally just boom, boom, boom. And I decided to run the last quarter mile at 9 mile an hour. I got down to like the last 100th of a mile, whatever, and kicked it back down to the 5.3 because I knew it was going to go to the cool down mode and all that good stuff. And slowing back down to 5.3 absolutely felt like crap. I would have really been running the 9 mile an hour. It really just, my muscles were in a different mood, that kind of thing. And I was absolutely loving it. Plus, my mind played a little bit of trick on me. And I think it thought it wanted to walk, and I can't walk 5.2 mile an hour, or 5.3. So definitely had a little bit of a iffy situation there. But I got back in the rhythm, ran the last 100th of a mile, wasn't crap. And went ahead and shut it off and proceeded to have trouble walking over to get paper towels. It's amazing how well your body can keep doing one thing, like the walk or the run, and then you go to walk and it feels like crap. But I felt like an absolute beast the whole time. My mind gave up at least a half a dozen times in the process. My body never did. I just told myself I wasn't going to quit. I was going to do this. I ran into somebody I grew up playing sports and stuff with in there, and he was always kind of like the jock and the super stud, all that kind of crap. And I would already been, I don't know, it's probably a mile and a half into it. maybe I was probably 2 miles into my run when he showed up. Went down to the far treadmill and that, and dicked around for about 15 minutes or so at least, maybe longer than that. So I knocked out another mile while he was doing that. And then he finally got going after he got everything all set perfect and the TV in the right channel and all that little prissy crap. And he started running, and I, kind of looked at him and stuff, see where he was at and that crap. And he never was running. He got at one point up to 5.5, which I was running 5.2 at that point still, first hour. And I finished out my first hour when I walked over to get my paper towels to get back to the treadmill, kind of jogged back over. I looked over and he was running like 4.3, 4.4, something like that. Super slow. And then he'd walk quite a bit and he'd run a little bit. And I kind of just felt like it was kind of funny. And I think he saw as soon as I got done there, you could tell he was absolutely whipped. And he felt like he went longer than I had. Apparently, forgot the first 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I'd already been running before he showed up. And another 15 minutes I've been running while he screwed around. And he decided to get off. And I got back on the treadmill and still had another 40 minutes to go. So definitely felt like a hell of a beast there. I watched 9 different people come and go while I was doing my run. And it was a good feeling watching that many people come and go off the treadmill. A couple of them were much younger, much better shape than I am, that kind of thing. And just, I don't know, it felt great. So definitely get out there, get on a routine and stuff. So far, like I said, this routine seems to be kicking my butt. But right now, I feel good about it. If you would ask me yesterday if I could have made this for the 8 miles nonstop run, except for the taking a break to reset the machine, I would have said no way in hell. There's no way I'm going to be able to run 8 miles straight without a walk in there somewhere. And I found it. I don't know where I found it, but I found it. And you'll find it too if you just look hard enough. So anyway, get out there, get a sweat on. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day.